Welcome back, Summit County. You're watching Summit Sunrise this morning. I'm Lauren. I'm hanging out with Justina. We are at Bun in the Oven here in Breckenridge. We're located in the what is it called? It's not
Community
the
center.
community center.
The Breck Vacations Community Center.
The community center. I was like, I know the library's here. I know the Speakeasy movie theater's here. I know Bun in the Oven is here. The community center. Yeah. Great. Well, Justina, tell me a little bit about Bun in the Oven.
Bun in the Oven, we're a high nutrient, gluten-free bakery, so we don't use any products with gluten in them. We actually don't use any grain, so we mainly use almond flour, coconut flour, and tapioca flour. So
cool. So why did you decide that this is something that they needed in Breckenridge?
Well, the owner, Julia Landon, she started the company about 3 years ago, baking out of her kitchen gluten-free stuff, and there wasn't really a lot offered that was gluten-free in Summit County, and her food is spectacular. Like, a lot of people say, it tastes good for gluten-free, like that's not a good thing. It tastes good in general. It tastes so good. You wouldn't even know it was gluten-free unless someone told you.
So what's your favorite thing that you have here to offer?
I really like...
I can't choose.
I know. I get on kicks, and I'm really on a Morning Glory kick. It's our muffin. It's an apple, carrot, coconut, and raisin muffin. It's just really moist, really good. It tastes great. Like, I heat it up in the oven here, and it tastes so good, warm out of the oven.
Yeah, I just heard Mary. Mary is always behind the scenes saying things on camera, and she's like, oh my gosh, it's so good. So you guys couldn't hear that, but Mary's already had it, and she thinks it's so good. So you talked about some of your gluten-free products that you have. Tell me a little bit. You have some really great beverages as well.
Yeah, we offer coffee from Jackie's Java. It's all from small farms and traceable. It's organic. And we also offer teas from Olive Fusion and Plant Spirited Teas, which are both local places that make our teas for us. And then we make a couple tea lattes with those. Some of my favorite are rosemary rhubarb, a walk in the woods, which is the roasted reishi tea, with our hazelnut milk, our house-made hazelnut milk. Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
You gave me a tea earlier today because came in and I'm like, I'm starting to feel a little bit under the weather. All my roommates are sick. You gave me a really good tea that you said was immune boosting. So not only do you have those teas that you can mix with your homemade milks, you also have teas that could help with people who need some immune boosting, right?
Yeah, exactly. A lot of our stuff is good nutrition, and good nutrition leads to better health. Mm-hmm. And the roasted reishi especially, reishi is a mushroom, and that is immune boosting. And Erica from Imbika Herbals makes that for us. And yeah, so a lot of them have medicinal values. Same with our food too.
Cool. You sounds like you're really knowledgeable about all these different teas and all the benefits of having gluten-free products.
Yeah, that's originally why I was interested, was nutrition, and Julia is very also knowledge and versed and practiced on high nutrition. It started when she was pregnant. She wanted to get the best nutrition for her fetuses, and that's where all of this has been built on, and that's why we're Bun in the Oven.
I was just about to ask. That makes perfect sense, and it makes sense because it's a bakery, Bun in the Oven.
Yeah.
So, Justina, if somebody wants to stop by, how can they find you? We kind of already talked about it, but maybe we can just mention it again.
Yeah, we're located between Harris and Ridge Street on Lincoln, and it's the community center. We're downstairs. There's a parking lot with plenty of parking space, or you can walk here from Main Street pretty easily. But I'm in the basement a little bit. We do have windows, so it's not a dungeon. I've heard that this used to be a very dark room, but they've put in windows for us, so it's a nice, lovely place to come and hang out.
Yeah, and do you have a website that people can visit as well?
We do. It's Bun in the Oven at yum.kitchen. I'm pretty sure.
People can always Google it.
It's yum at bunintheoven.kitchen. There we go.
Awesome.
Sorry, I was on the spot.
Yeah, perfect. So, Justina, thank you so much for letting us hang out here. We're going to be here all day today. We'll be here again tomorrow and Friday. So we're going to have you, I know you're going to do you might do some sampling of how you make some of the great drinks that you have here, and that's going to be tomorrow and the next day. So if you're watching right now, make sure you tune in again tomorrow. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We're going to take a short break, but don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back. Also, don't forget, Watch and Win is coming up a little bit later on in the show. We're giving away $10 to Bun in the Oven, so you can come try out some of these delicious beverages and snacks, and an Energizer headlamp. So if you're going camping and you're gearing up for that, you might also want an Energizer headlamp. So that's coming up a little bit later on in the show. Taking a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.